Hi guys, I want to tell you about this book that I'm reading called Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew. I very much recommend it. It looks at gardening in a whole new way. And one of the suggestions he gave is to talk to grocery stores about getting their produce when they toss it, stuff that's over the date that they can't sell in the store, to add to your compost. And that got me thinking about talking to different stores, asking if I can have their plants that they're getting rid of before the season is finished. And guess what? Ace Hardware in Carson City said yes. Shout out to Reggie, the manager there, and also Craig, who's in charge of all the plants in the garden department. They said yes, and I cleared the shelves of all of their lovely gardening stuff at the end of the season. And in this video,
hard.
You get to see all of the fun stuff I'm doing with the plants. So come along, check it out. They let me take all of the plants home from their garden section that they were going to toss at the end of the season. And you guys, there are so many cool plants. I'm going to rescue some and turn some into compost. And I want to show you the adventure.
Hi guys.
So we're just going to condense them and bring what will fit in the car with my little helpers.
Where should I put these? Mom?
We are pretty dang full. Here, let's see. That can go with the tomatoes that Connor has. It's full. And the kids are going to have... Nope, it needs to go with the tomatoes. Let me see. We'll get that one on the next load. Okay, we got all of the plants home. This is going to be compost. I'm going to take the plants out and mix them in with my garden boxes. And then these potentially can all be rescued. So we will see as I'm checking them out how they work. A lot of them are perennials, so they will come back again. And some of them are a gamble depending on where I plant them, what they do. But we're going to give it a shot and save as many of these as we can. And what doesn't work, we'll also turn into compost. But that is all of the plants that Ace let me pick up. So I'm super excited that they shared them with me and said that I could take them because they were just going to toss them. And now they're going to be rescued and turn into compost at our house. So thank you, Ace. These were plants that I didn't recognize, so I looked them up to see if they were annual or perennial, and they're all annuals. I made a little dent in the whole pile by planting 40 snapdragons, 2 dahlias, and a mum. And then I watered all these guys, and I will plant some more tomorrow. But made a teeny tiny dent, and I'm super excited to rescue all of these. All right. Phase 2 of planting the Ace plants. Kelly's chilling over there, making sure Connor's doing a good job while he disassembles an exercise bike to make it fit in the garbage can so we don't have to go to the dump. But I'm going to set some plants aside and start planting the next set. Stay tuned for it.
Hi guys. Where I'm standing, I'm going to show you about my chalk house.
Cool. Kelly's working on a project while I'm planting up a storm.
Yes. This is my TV. I'm watching Bluey.
Okay, I love it.
This is my remote. My bed.
Looks like a mermaid tail.
Yes, I like mermaids.
Okay.
My lamp. My glasses. My drink.
Okay.
My computer.
Can you show us your garden?
And down here.
Is this our ladder we get to walk on?
The ladder. Some strawberries.
Wow, that's a lot of strawberries.
Some carrots and lettuce.
Look at all that yummy lettuce.
And some blueberries. And walk back up here.
Okay.
And it tends to you. And walk down here. My pool.
A pool.
Swim, swim, swim.
Thanks for sharing, Cutie Pie. Okay, here's some progress on the planting. All of these pots are things that I've planted. There are 2, 4, 6, 8 flats in all of these, and I'm keeping track of what I've planted just for kicks and giggles so I can show you. These are all tally marks I will share at the end of the project, but that's some of that progress, and then I'm going to show you another spot. Then over here, see all these little guys? These are some sort of daisy. It's tiger eye something. I need to double check. But anyway, all these pretty green ones and this pink flower. These bright green plants that look very happy compared to the other things that are here. I planted all along. Here's another one. So I just finished this edging and the water stays in awesome because the mulch can't escape now with the edging there. So I planted them all along this whole little edge. So there are probably about 50 of those, I think. And they're annuals, but they will seed. So if some of the seeds drop on their own, they'll come back, but they'll be pretty color for the fall. I just thought that those would be fun to add and see what the seeds do. But all along here is all of those. And my little artist. Check out what Corey's up to. What are you doing, everybody? Sweetheart?
I am making some fajitas.
What are fajitas?
Fajitas.
Oh, fajitas. Okay.
Fajitas. We got some carne asada from a Hispanic market here in town called the Hacienda. And then we chopped up some green peppers and yellow peppers and some onions.
We or Connor?
Connor. It's a universal we.
Okay, got it. Team effort.
Team effort. He chopped it, I cooked it.
I wish you guys could smell it. It sure smells good. So Corey's cooking this up while I'm watering the plants that I just planted.
So we're going to have a good, wonderful meal tonight.
Awesome. Just wanted to share. Thanks, babe.
Thanks, guys.
These plants are all headed to the backyard. These are going to go in the front yard path between the stones that I rescued from the driveway. These plants are going to go in this little section where they're sitting in front. And these flats are going right here, spread out throughout the front planter. First thing I did after bringing everything to the back is set the plants down close to where I'm going to be planting them. So this little planter is going to get full, and that blue container is going to get all of these guys. And then I spread all of these out. So I will move the leaves as I plant and just put those down in the dirt. But this little spot is going to get nice and full. And I've got marigolds and vinca and some sort of dahlia back there. And then in this little planter. So some of these are definitely a gamble, but it's worth it to me just to give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I get a little extra soil. And then maybe they'll work. But anyway, I spread them out all along this planter. There's lots of snapdragons still. I'm excited to know how many I counted at the end, because oh my gosh, I've planted so many snapdragons. These guys, I'm going to fill up this planter some more, and these little guys are going to go in there. And then I've got this little pocket, and these guys chilling on the trampoline are going to go in those cans that are on the fence. It's time. So I want to have herbs in all of these cans, so I'm getting started. So plants are spread out. I will plant them and keep you guys posted. What'd you find, bud?
A toad.
You found him when you were digging out the rose bush in the front?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Connor is working on a project too for one of his homeschool classes called Georgics. It's like a self-reliance gardening class. And he's digging out our rose bush to put in a cute little greenhouse. He's so cute. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing, sweetheart. Where are we going to put him?
Watch his head.
I see his eyeballs. He looks like he's taking a nap. Where do you think he'd be happy?
By the other rose bush.
Okay. I got all of these planted. And I'm coming around this corner, and I've made it to there. This is taking forever. But it's going to look really pretty when they're all planted. Okay, guys. Another 3 hours of planting. This is about where I stopped yesterday. So I got to finish all of these guys. They go all along the edge of this planter. I filled up this box of snapdragons and some fun stuff. And then this little section, really just the edge is where I was focusing on. This box is full, and I cleared the feverfew a little bit, the stalks that were spent. And then this little section and this little front section to here And I think that's it for now. So I still have a couple more vegetables to finish, but how does it look? Do you like the planter? So I'm up to, let's see, 11 hours of planting so far. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video.